first thing we need to do is get an MS-DOS window open. So we'll, well, it's actually called Command now in Windows, but we'll do that by just clicking the Start button here and typing Command, CMD. As we see, it comes up here, Command.exe, and we just push on that, and now we get this little black screen up, which is our command prompt. Now from here we need to go into the drive that we actually want to sort out and rename these files in. The files I've got are in C drive, so I'll just type C:, and that's all I need to type in. Now I'm on the drive, and now I need to change directory using the CD command to go to the directory where it's located. In my case, it's located in users/Darren, which is my name. It's also on my desktop. You may wonder how I'm typing so fast. It's because when you start typing in the first few letters, as long as there's no other directory with that name, you can always press tab and it will auto-complete. It doesn't always work though if you have some directories called some other name that they start with, because it might take them instead. Like there, it's just got the perf logs when I wanted the. Okay, can't find it. That's because we're not in double quotes. So if I start typing users Darren Android, okay, maybe not. Desktop, and then the Prodigy. There we go. So we're now in the directory. It is quite handy to always remember to include double quotes, because that will help you out. Now what we want to do is we want to do directory, which is a bare directory listing, and we want it to be ordered alphabetically, which if I press enter now, that will produce this, which is what we want to start working with. But we can't work with it on screen, so we need to tell it, redirect it, which is what this arrow is doing, to a text file for us. So we'll call it something like renumber.txt. Okay, so now if we go into this directory, we can see we've got now a new text file called renumber.txt, and it consists of the files we've just listed that we want to renumber. It also includes the renumber file as well. Okay, so the next thing we need to do now is we need to run OpenOffice Calc or Excel or whatever spreadsheet software you're using, like so. Right, okay, so we're in OpenOffice or Calc. First thing we need to do is just click Open to open the file. Now we need to go to the directory where we stored the file, which is in desktop, like the Prodigy, and there we go, renumber.txt. Now we also need to change the file type down here, because at the moment it will try and open it as a write document, so we need to tell it that the actual document is what's called a text CSV file. That way it will actually open it in Calc instead of write. And now we just double click on that, and this little dialog box will come up. Now in this dialog box where it says separated by comma, we untick that, tick other, and we put a full stop in. That way if we look down here, it will show us, it will put the file name on this side and the extension on the next column, and it will do that for all the files in that directory that we looked at. Now we just click OK, and then if we look, that's given us column A has a file name and column B has the extension. Now in column C we need to create the formula that will generate the numbers of the file names. So the first one, obviously we don't want renumber.txt because that's going to go anyway, so we can delete that row, and the rest of the files that we want to renumber. So we'll put in column C, we'll start it with 1, so that we know we're starting at 1. You can change that to whatever number you want to start with, but yeah. And then we just do to this column we just type equals that plus 1, which gives us 2. We then fill down all the way down from 1 to 7. So you can either use copy and paste, as I've done. If you click copy and then you highlight the place you want and then click paste, it'll do it for you. I think there is an option to fill down as well. Yeah, there you go. Fill down would actually fill down. So edit, fill down. There's a few ways you can do it. I just normally use copy and paste. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to try and generate the actual file name that we actually want. We can do that by saying that we want this to equal concatenate, which is a formula to tell it to add, like add text, like join text together. You can't just do like one text set plus one text set equals this. It doesn't work that way in programs like this. But yeah, we can use concatenate to concatenate the two together. So we'll say that the first bit of the text, the first bit of the file name we want is obviously the number 1. Then the next bit, we can choose either to go for the original file name, or we can go for the full stop and the extension if we want. Yeah, so if we go for that, okay, hang on a minute.